morning. My name is Sarah Elstrom. It is my pleasure to be your service associate this morning. I am a white female. I am wearing a black shirt with feathers on it and a gray sweater, and I have glasses on and lightish dark blonde hair. Okay. My pronouns are she, her. Welcome to All Souls Braintree. The community that built this building in 1904 carried forward the kinder, gentler religious tradition that began here in 1833. All Souls proudly embraces DEIA values, diversity, equality, inclusion, and accessibility. Assisted listening devices are available as you enter the sanctuary. As a courtesy to others, please silence your cell phones during the service. If you would like to learn more about All Souls or Unitarian Universalism, please fill out a connection card found in the pews. If you are here in person or in the chat if you are joining online, so we can be in touch. Later in the service, we will read aloud our online guests' joys or concerns if they are typed in chat ahead of time, or you can speak them yourself when the time comes. Now for our candle of hope. Today, we light our candle of hope to honor our deeply held goals and values. Every one of our Unitarian Universalist principles is being challenged. Earth's sacredness, the power of diversity, the pursuit of peace, the dignity of human rights, and the promise of democracy. May this light remind us of our shared responsibility to protect and uphold those values. Now for our chalice words. May the flame of this chalice kindle within us the warmth of compassion, the light of truth, the fire of commitment, and the spirit of love. Please remain seated for our song for the candles, number 168, One More Step.
Take one more step till there is peace for us and everyone. Will take one more step. One more step. We will take one more step till there is peace for us and everyone. Will take one more step.
Please join me in reading the preamble to our congregational covenant. We covenant to create a caring, affirming, and inclusive community that invites us to become our best selves and to serve the wider community and the world. I am pleased to welcome my friend Mateo Rojas to the pulpit this morning. Mateo is a 6th grade teacher at Boston Workers Circle Jewish Center for Jewish Culture and Social Justice, where each week he draws connection to the history of the Holocaust, to the patterns of oppression we see in today's world. Mateo emphasizes the history of Jewish resistance and inspires hope for students to feel empowered to engage in the Jewish value of the Tikkun Olam, repairing the world. He works as a mental health outreach worker on the South Shore during the week with adolescents and loves sharing his service dog in sessions to bring joy. When not working, you can often spot him around Mass, leading and participating in direct action protests for all forms of justice and organizing projects. You can also find him volunteering at an assisted senior living community, running Shabbat services and Jewish-themed activities for the elderly residents.
Thank you for that introduction, Sarah. I really appreciate it. My name is Mateo Rojas. I use he, him pronouns. I am a 30-year-old indigenous Latino man. I have brown skin, brown hair, and a short brown beard. I am wearing a blue dress shirt, brown khakis, and have a Mexican flag on a Jewish kippah and a rainbow talit. And I feel immensely blessed to be in community with all of you today. Many of you are aware that I'm Jewish. We just had a whole spiel about that. In Judaism, we have a saying called "the world is a synagogue." This can have various interpretations. Some may see it as a religious interpretation that God can be found everywhere and it is not contained within the walls of a synagogue. Others may see it as a reminder that we need to carry our secular values about love, compassion, and justice that we learned in synagogue and bring it into the world. Sarah, Jessica, and I had a conversation back in November that Unitarian Universalist churches, especially All Souls, have set the bar high for being a spiritual and communal space where people outside of UU communities know what values UU communities commit to. It's safe to say that the values and the same applies here. The world is a UU church. The kindness and dedication expands beyond your own communal members. You provide space for children to learn and play. People can walk through these doors for AA meetings at a vulnerable time in their lives without fear of judgment. You swarm the room to create lunch bags to give to people who are unhoused. Love transcended the borders of your own membership. As this service continues, I encourage you all to reflect on all the ways that you can continue to ensure that love transcends the borders of these church and overflows any type of border, even when the world around us can feel so overwhelmingly dark. Please rise in body or in spirit for the opening hymn for 108, My Life Flows On, an Endless Song. In Judaism, our new year that happens to be in the fall is called Rosh Hashanah. It is our time of intentional reflection and eagerness to feel a fresh start. Through the rawness of vulnerable reflection, We open doors to what nourishes us, gentleness, realness, and connection with ourselves and the world around us. We reflect on what pain, mistakes, or grievances that we can let go. It is now January 2026, the start of the secular year for all people. And it's no secret that 2025 was an extremely heavy year. Tensions high all around us and within us. As we begin 2026, I encourage all of us to reflect on what nourishes you so you can rekindle the spirit and commitment of hope and love. We read together, aloud together, this poem from Aurora Levins Morales, a Puerto Rican Jewish poet. I want to check though, is the lines going to be behind me for this? Oh, great, excellent. We'll make sure we all read this together. A poem for Slichot. She is a Jewish Puerto Rican poet, Aurora Levins. Let them go like birds released from cages. Let them go like fruit rinds giving themselves to the soil. Let them go like pebbles rolling away underfoot on a steep trail. Let them go like crumbs scattered for pigeons. Let them go like sweat dripping from our brows. If we have messed up, let it go into the great compost heap and become the nutrients for new seeds, intentions, blessings, pink-blossomed azure, ripe with tender food. If others have hurt us, let clean water irrigate the wounds, and let the runoff water effortless gardens that spring up between the furrows of sleeping fields, between the cracks of unswept sidewalks, take over the untended lawns. Let grudges crumble to dust, let shame dissolve into loam. Let each harsh word we hurl at ourselves be turned into petals before they land. Let everything, all of it, be recycled. Let the trash become jewels we string into necklaces and drape around each other's necks. Let us enter the year of follows, burdenless, loose-limbed, lie down on the dark earth, do nothing. Let tiny rootlets emerge from our fingers. Let ourselves be covered with moss, and instead of doing, become the sapling students of elder trees, and be ourselves into the new year, and be ourselves toward the new world that waits, like an autumn bulb packed with unimagined colors, ready to wake and bloom, just under the skin of what is. Bring up Sarah for joys and concerns.